How you doing, meteorologist Paul Diano with the KOMO 4 Dub, the Western Washington Weather Webcast, and our weather headlines for today. Less fog outside this morning. That's good news. Some showers will be here by later on today, and our very un-January-like weather will continue. We're going to stay above normal into the 50s later on today and also tomorrow. And a question that I've been wondering at and doing some research on over the past couple hours is El Nino. How is this El Nino stacked with previous ones? And the most recent common analogy there, what happened that winter in February and March, maybe a little precursor for what our weather is going to be like over the next couple months. But back to the weather maps, and here we go. We're still on pace for that record warm January, thanks to this. Cloudy and mild weather coming today. We've got a front offshore, but we're going to have some warm air, a warm front moving through first. And really on a much wider scale, look at what's happening. Upper level low pressure just offshore. We talked about this yesterday. The jet stream dipping down to the south. This is key because we're tapping into some tropical air down here. Then the jet stream is transporting that into the Pacific Northwest. Anytime you see a dip in the jet stream before where you live, it's going to be warmer. Conversely, if you see it come down from the north, like was happening back on the East Coast about a month ago with their record low temperatures, it's going to be cold. In this case, we are staying warm, and this front will just give us a glancing blow, so just a few showers. Look at these temperatures. 52 today, 50 degrees tomorrow, with showers moving in tonight, and we'll keep the chance of showers over the weekend with temperatures still running a little bit above normal in the upper 40s. And next week, the first week of February, we're talking about upper 40s. Speaking of February, we can kind of glean what might happen over the next several weeks and months by looking back at a similar situation in history. And this year, of course, we're talking about an El Nino winter. And this chart right here shows all of the El Ninos, the little spikes, and all of the La Ninas, the dips there in the blue, over the past, about 50 or 60 years. And what we're seeing right here, that is the El Nino that we're in right now. And see that spike just over the past couple weeks? We are running at 1.5 degrees Celsius warmer than normal in the equatorial Pacific. And what that means for us is we have to go back in time now to compare the last time we were that warm. And that's it right there. And that is the winter of 2003. So it's been about 7 years since we've had an El Nino event that compares to this. Now, it's not a guarantee the weather is going to be the same, but it is nice to look back and see what might be happening. 2003 temperature-wise, well, that's January right there. We had a pretty warm January. Look what happened in February. 4 degrees colder than that January. So the trend might tell you there that we're not in store for another record setter in February. As we look toward March, 46.79 degrees is a little bit above the average of 45.16. But you can definitely see a trend there ending. That January was warm, but February and March not as warm relative to normal. One final thing I want to check here is precipitation during that year. Let's scroll down here, 2003. Well, we had a wet January, kind of like this year. Whoa. Look what happened there in February. 1.76 inches of rainfall. That's well below the normal of about 4. So the last time we had an El Nino like this, we had a wet January like this year, followed by a very dry February. And the last time we had an El Nino like this, we had a very warm January, just like this. And we also had a cold February. So maybe the trend is telling you there that El Nino is not a guarantee that every month is going to be warm and every month is going to be dry. We might actually get some cold air in there. So fans of winter, these kind of numbers may tell you that we're not done with winter just yet, but we're staying mild for the next couple days. 52 today, 50 tomorrow. And we're going to be keeping the shower chance around into and through the weekend with a couple sun breaks as well. That is your KOMO 4 Dub, the Western Washington Weather Webcast. We'll update it every weekday that I'm here at work at KOMO 4, and I hope that's a while.